Hello, it's 5 to noon, not for the first time, and yes, as mentioned in previous videos, vlogs, I've come to Dunelm. That was the plan in my next dash cam, was to come here and find out if they have these shopping bags for car boots. So I'm going to find out really and report back. I haven't seen the recent upload. That it's hard to know when it doesn't give you an ETA, so you just let it run, and every time I have a bathroom break during the night I keep a check on it. When I did, I then have to sort of bleary-eyed upload the video. I hadn't done the thumbnail, so while I'm doing the thumbnail, time is ticking away. As it happened, by the time I did do the thumbnail and uploaded that as well, when I went on to page 2 of the YouTube, it was still uploading, so I couldn't do the end screen. However, I went back to bed, fiddled about on the phone, see what's going on, YouTube, whatever, and in that time, oh yeah, I was doing a to-do list for today, and of course when I finished that, the upload and processing had finished, so I went in, I did the end screen on my phone. Therefore, the plan was then to get up. I wasn't sure whether I was going to go. Then I thought, yeah, I'll go do the shop, come back, let the computer rest because it's been on all day. I'm still using Blender to do the editing, and I thought I'd give it a rest. So by going out like this, coming back, having breakfast, watching the video, the laptop has a nice rest. I'm thoughtful like that. 2 something. I could pop my head around the corner if you allow me. You know I'm going to do it. Oh no! It's 20 to 2. 20 to 2. So I went to Dunelm and no, they don't have it. They're a good place, a very organised place. They've got bedding, cookery, storage, utility, pictures and mirrors. So it is a bit like the Range in a way. But I didn't have the shopping bags for boots, car boots. So there you go. So on the way back I popped into a superstore and got some goods. So I'm going to unpack and then wash yesterday's dishes. Actually con carne last night, really nice. I forgot it was spicy. So whew, very spicy. I reckon 2 chili symbols. I think that'd be 1 because it doesn't really linger. It hits you straight away and then it fades away. It doesn't linger. So I reckon maybe one chili pepper spice level. Right, so that's it. Well, I'll wash up, unpack, wash up, and then make beans on toast and watch the latest video, vlog 735. I haven't seen it yet in its entirety, so I'm looking forward to that. And then I'll start transferring files and then watch YouTube, I guess, on Blender tutorials. Finally, at 2:30, come on, 3:10. 3:10. So if you happen to be on my channel at 3:10 and you're in my videos menu, cuckoo, I've retitled it. It's a temporary in all sorts of sense. Well, it's a permanent title actually for this video. That's just gone up. Vlog 735. I've retitled it Oops, Bad Lip Syncing Issue Reloading in the Next Few Hours. Because I've never seen such bad lip syncing. Now, this is the second time I've used Blender. Yesterday was the first time, and that was okay. So what, have I done any changes to the export, I wonder? Yes, I did. I changed their GOP setting to what I thought was better, was correct, was precise, which was set it to 15 because it's half of the 30 frames per second frame rate that's used for the footage. Of course I'm lying when I said it because there are some that are variable. I think when the autofocus is on, like when the blinds are in shot and they're moving about in the back and the camera's focusing and stabilizing, I think even when I do that now, I've created some variable frame rates. So anyway, yeah, so I'm just saying I'm wrong. I don't shoot in 30. I try to shoot in 30, but it can vary. from about 29.97 to 30. And in fact, when I'm watching it back on some video editors, it does tell you how much, what the frame rate is for each frame in the clip. So it can, especially in the DaVinci Resolve, it does jump around. I've seen it go down to 16 instead of 30. So that's the only thing I did, was to mess around with the group of pictures setting, although they call it something else, like frame bunch or something, but it's the same thing. At least I thought it was the same thing, that's why I changed it. So I'm going to change it back to what it was. I think it was 18 before. I think somebody actually did say it in a tutorial that it's a GOP setting. That's why I changed it. I blame somebody else, never myself. I'm never to fault, it's just bad luck. No, but I'm going to change it back, kick off the export, and then it should be live sometime this evening. If I stop chatting away and get on with it.
VFX work, animation, obviously he does drawing, compositing, but I think when it's a drawing, it caught my eye and I thought, oh my gosh, that'd be good.
There you go. I called it GOP, but Blender calls it keyframe interval. And that's me, I've done that. So what I'm going to do is export 10 seconds of this, again, using my intervention, intervention. And then I'm going to export the same 10 seconds using what it should have been, a default, which I think is 18. I'll create a new project and then I'll see whether it's if it defaults to 18, and I'll use that and then see if that's the solution. If it's not, if it is, then I'll export it again and upload it and replace it. And if it's not, and I thought about this actually, I thought, alright, get rid of Blender. Shortcut and create another headaches in a way. The only one that's not a headache is DaVinci Resolve. So if the two tests are equal, then I'm going to use DaVinci Resolve. Still haven't drank my coffee. I'm trying to remember a word. So it sounds like precipitation. It's when you don't do what you're supposed to be doing, but you're doing something else instead. Precipitation. Do it. What are you waiting for? Again, I'm getting keyed up. That's what it is. I'm getting all keyed up. Right, we're back on here again, because what I did was I was just about to change it to 18 after that last image, and as I hovered on it, some writing came up. Keyframe interval, distance between keyframes, also known as GOP size, influences file size and seekability. I know I saw it somewhere. See, GOP, group of pictures. Anyway, so it's 18. I know it was 18. Well, I've done the 15 tests. Now I'm going to do 18. Yes, I'm back at this again. This is interesting because I just right clicked on that box. Ignore that because that was the result of of what I just discovered. Okay, I got this. Reset to default value, and guess what it is? It's 25. So if I set that to 18, okay, and if I right click and choose reset to default value, it's 25, and yet on the internet it says it's 18, and when you create a project for the first time, that's 18. Anyway, I'm doing the 2 tests again because 10 seconds wasn't enough, because there wasn't enough gradual distortion. In other words, they were both. Well, I didn't even bother with the 18 keyframe interval test. I just looked at the first one. It seemed okay, and I thought, oh, 10 seconds. It hasn't really got to a point where the sync went out of sync. Where it got to a point where it went out of sync. So I'm doing the 2 tests again, but this time I'm doing a whole minute. So I've just done the 15, and I think there is a lag there because I had to do that again because I interrupted it. I didn't do the full minute, but I've done enough of it that I begin to see the next thing happen. That was delivered, by the way. So now I'm going to do a minute. On 18, i.e. the default setting. Oh, this is exciting stuff. I mean, I haven't got anything better to do apart from edit. Have I even transferred anything? I haven't even transferred footage yet. It's alright. When I'm waiting for it to transfer, when I'm waiting for the test, I'll just carry on watching YouTube. I haven't even got out to watching YouTube yet. I've got the local radio on. I'm just getting there. I thought I'd give you a quick update. It's 8:20 in the evening, and I've been watching one particular channel on YouTube that's doing Blender tutorials. They're like 5-minute episodes, which is good idea to have. And I think I'm on to number 17, I can't remember. Anyway, it's like he's been doing it. He did them all in the same day, but he sort of stopped after each topic. And I'm on to the next one. It seemed like the last one was like, well, I don't know how long ago, because he looks different. Let's say it's not part of the series, original series. Anyway, at that point I just got up and I thought I'd check on the the export, and yeah, it's 80% through, 80% done. I was quite disconcerted because what I did originally to muck it up, if you like, he did the same thing, you know, GOP, half of the frame rate. So, but then again, he was working on 2.79, this is 2.83, so maybe 18 GOP is standard. I don't know. Actually, he's talking about render options now he's actually talking about 279, where in fact he's comparing it to, I think, 278. Anyway, I did do some tests. I did a test on the 18 at 30 frames. For some reason I was going to do 24 frames just to see by having a lower frame rate it would drop frames, if you like. But it didn't. All that happened was that I lost the dialogue. It was just the music and the video, but no dialogue. So I've set it back to 18, left it at 30, and just kicked it off. I don't know what there'll probably be some lip sync issues. I don't know. But all I know is that this version is set at 18, whereas the one that went on YouTube was 15. So it should be clear enough. It should be better of the two, if anything. And once it's uploading, I will make chili con carne on toast. So I've been watching these videos. Then of course the usual happens, siesta time kicks in. So I pause it, ask Google to set an alarm for half an hour, and then I have a nap. And when the alarm went off, I didn't know where I was. I thought, why is the alarm going off? How long have I been asleep? Well, it was only half an hour, but it could have been longer for all I know. Well, it felt like longer. So I'm going to carry on watching this video and wait for that to finish. I shall look forward to having the chili. I think it was 9 because I put the light on, and it's just this second, this moment, finished exporting. So I'm going to check the syncing issues. That syncing feeling. Anyway, let's get on. That was quite a good angle, good frame, wasn't it? Good frame. Visual. Focus. It's screwed up the titling. As regards the syncing issue, Blender, what have I done? It's obviously my fault. Just don't know what I've done. Goodbye. I don't know how long that took to do. 3 hours. Nightmare. Why has it gone wrong? I mean, why has it gone wrong? Oh my gosh, yeah, look at that. All the text effects have moved all along the timeline to the beginning. How did that? I've been pressing Alt F12 a lot. I don't know if that caused it. It's trying to be clever. It was Control F12 that goes straight into export, and I thought it was F12, but I had a feeling I did something wrong, but I couldn't. I googled it. I googled Alt F12 on the internet. Where else? And it didn't return any results. So screwed up. Ghastly. So what's happened at the end then? No, don't mind me, I'm just going to sort out this mess. What? I've got the title at the beginning and at the end, the intro, the outro, where it's all swapped round, parts of it are swapped round, like edited with Blender. The way these are because they're on rows, edited with Blender. Each row has its own text effect or clip, a text clip. Now the with clip has gone right to the end of the video. It's just before the end, before the end appears. So it cuts to the for want of a better word. As soon as you get the outro starts. It starts with the word with. How the hell? I think there was a swap option somewhere. What was it? I remember seeing the word swap appear on the screen. What keys did I press? Alt F12? F12? No, F12 goes into... I'm starving too. What does Shift F12 do? It goes through... Oh, I've quit. Now I've changed the view completely. What shall I do? Carry on with Blender? I'm puzzled. I'm in two minds at the moment whether to I haven't deleted it off YouTube. I was going to replace it. I could leave it with the bad sync. I mean, it's sorry, I'm ahead of myself as usual. That's why I laugh. I know what I'm thinking. It's 10:30, I think, 20 past 10. 10:30, around that mark, and I'm starving, hungry. So I'm gonna have the chili con carne now. At this point, I would have had sandwiches, but everything is late. So anyway, I could leave it like it as it is, or I can do what I'm doing now. I'm testing about 6 minutes of footage using a custom export setting. It has to be a custom export setting because you have to change it. You can't just, there is no YouTube presets. You have to select, even the sound, you have to select the sound codec. Otherwise there'll be no sound. And that's the problem, is the sound and the video syncing. So I'm getting to a twig now. It's a twig. A twig is a combination of tick and twitch. Twig. Creating ticks. That should just be normal. I'm thinking now what I'm supposed to be saying. Don't do that as a tick. It'll come to me. Yes, so it all depends on this test, 6-minute test. If it looks based on a custom setting, which I had to do because there is no YouTube preset, and I've just remembered what YouTube or Google required for its upload, and using that, I've used a constant bit rate instead of an average bit rate. So I don't know what. Anyway, I'm testing it now, and if all goes well, then I'll let it run overnight. And at some point it will be uploaded to YouTube. It's all fun and games. It's creative and technical, which I like. It's a puzzle. I like to solve puzzles like this. But it's also I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. I'm not pulling my hair out, therefore I'm just thinking, oh well, that's life. Got to fix the problem, and it'll take as long as it has to take. Anyway, so that's the plan now. Do a 6-minute test. If it's good, I'll go for it. If it's not, then I might have to leave what's on YouTube. There's a third alternative. I can bring in DaVinci Resolve to save the day, and by that I mean I'll re-edit the video from start to finish in an effortless way, but the quality will dip a little. I don't know. There's a third option. Maybe there's a fourth, I don't know. You have another hobby perhaps. Start learning the piano. I used to play the clarinet. Actually, at the back of my mind I always thought I'd go back to playing the clarinet, and you can move on to the saxophone. just sat down with the meal, and I see the export's finished, so I'm in 2 minds over to check that out now or have the meal first. For a minute there, I played the beginning and it was brilliant, really great, and then went to the middle and really bad. I was doing it deliberately bad, wasn't I? It's a poser. I don't know what to do. Anyway, must eat my meal.